You okay, DC? Armor it? Well, let me check.
Like 2 or 3 times I actually was sick of the game.
You wanna hear my voice on the background for the run or no?
And that's like 2018 summer.
Maybe that's better.
2017 summer.
Okay. I have not gone through KTC. I have not gone through the run. I will wing it. I think I know everything. And if anyone, hold on, I need to actually. I'm gonna hide this one. I'm good. I am good. I'm gonna title. I'm gonna add if anyone has questions, please ask. Okay, now I updated it. No, it's just if you have questions, please ask, and I'll just like, oops, I can just stop it. Was it these keys? Okay, I can do the frame by frame if there's something. Again, I guess we can try. Oh, they're pretty much all like nice. So the run starts with the most boring level called jungle, and all you have to do is hold forward and do the running jump twist, and tap left once, and then hold backflip.
I actually was sick of the game. And that's like.
You just backflip until the spikes, and then you jump twist again, and hold left, and then jump twist again, and that's it.
2019 summer, and then 2019 January and February, I had a burnout for this game.
Backflip gives you best sequence to land on a slope.
And
You don't need to wait anything.
could not stand any Tomb Raider. I didn't watch really streams. I only played RE2.
There's like nothing in caves, honestly, like except for this jump at the end.
I didn't open the game. I didn't.
You have to swan dive on the wall and hold action up for a certain amount of time. Yeah, and thanks to raid. And then you can't hold them, or you get the texture bug like I do. I do it unintentionally. I do it intentionally because of it goes away if you don't save and load after Kanyas. No, what is the level? Tony level. Kalia. Hey Rumi. Yo Philsk. So this next jump, you have to land right on the slope, on top of it, and late crab. Otherwise this won't work.
Hey, what's up? I don't know if whether
there's so much in the beginning. PFC you can do when you crouch. You hold a flare key and then hold roll, and you get PFC where Lara is. It looks like Lara is holding a flare even though there's no physical flare. You can infinite flare cancels until you stop.
How many do you have?
And here you can take 3 of 4 or 3. It's like 1 less than normally. If you tap guns, you exit crawl space faster. Katie did it.
Getting a third monitor, but then I would need to have new desk.
And don't die to this boulder like I did. Oh. Or fast exit. You have to tap guns, and just when you press tap guns, you hold a flare key. But the tapping has to be fast or she draws pistols or whatever guns she has.
I think 2 monitors is like
Hey, Ellie.
must, but quite must.
It's really like,
No.
I think it's one of the hardest ones to pull off consistently. I struggle it with most of the time.
I'm honestly like probably asleep still.
Yeah, I'm asleep
Brain is
still.
fucking dead.
It's like tap guns, hold flare key right away. And you have to remember, if you do that, and there's not actually a space where Lara can stand up fully, you soft lock. Can happen in Aldwych if you do it at the end of the level.
You don't understand? It just makes everything easier. Like you can have whatever on a second monitor. YouTube streams, or if you
And
do
for this
work,
next sequence,
if you have to
if I'm really fast on the lever, like I think I'm here,
and then
like no stumble or anything.
the other
Okay, never mind.
can have
You have to have that. If I had to clean run up to the lever, you want to wait like a half a second or second before you sidestep or side flip, or after side flip you wait a little bit, and it gives you a good sequence for here.
I'm trying not to mention streaming because
And it's better to go to the right and then left, because it gives a sprinting and then you can running jump on the lever instead of going like
I
around.
play full screen games.
Hey Pollux, happy video. I'm gonna run to Mario 2 afterwards. I'm not running this game actually now.
Maybe I should have a third monitor.
Now the most toxic thing ever.
Would be nice.
You take 4 swimming animations pretty much and try to land somewhere here. Then you angle towards the ceiling and tap swimming. And then she goes like, the camera changes where it goes like this, and then you try to angle this wall corner thingy with Lara's middle part of her head. And now when she embeds, you want to be like 90 degrees basically and hold forward. If she doesn't lean forward, you have to tap left a bit when she starts leaning forward, and then you hold upright and swim. That was what I was missing first time. And it works every time. Hey Nikki. We used to go to the right side and pick up the health crystal, but it's low.
When you do school stuff or anything, like you have to
do you lean her forward? Yes. I can go back to that part. So when you get the embed first time, like here, now you want to hold forward, and if she doesn't lean forward, you want to tap left and see if she leans forward. You start leaning forward, then you start swimming up, and you add right input as well. So you hold upright swim. You can see like briefly, I lean forward and then start swimming up. It works.
realize like when you do school stuff or anything, like
That was my mistake. I didn't know, and no one
used to, like,
explained it to me that I have to do that.
and then
And I picked it up from
you
Eric.
don't have to like jump
Oh, that's
back
it.
and forth like window.
That's different. I
You
do.
have the source or whatever on the second monitor, and then do the actual job on the main.
This next part, the boulder strat,
Sure,
it's very. I can try to explain it. You die to it a lot, like that's for sure.
Like
Like
old dining table. It's really
no, when you do a running jump. Oh yeah, but by the way, sorry about the activate windows. It's like it's there.
small.
You do a running jump. You try to land somewhere here.
Like
Yeah, like here, and then right after you step on this stair, you start curving, like, I don't know the angle exactly. You just have to play around it. And then you do running jump. But if you angle too much to the left, you stumble against the wall. And if you go too much to the right, you die. Hey, Popsy.
Barely gonna have 2 monitors in it. On it.
And here, you wanna start sprinting.
Barely gonna have 2 monitors.
You don't wanna start sprinting now. You die most of the time to the blade, like Erak did. You wanna start sprinting now, like after you get past the door, and this sequence is always good. And here I was a monkey, and I did the PFC, which you don't want to do. Kill the monkeys.
Shit show, but I'll do it for a warm up.
Imagine telling that it's a warm up run and shit show.
Hey, Erak.
And then a PB.
Some next level of memes.
Good run. Yeah, here you corner back. You drop the flare on the second tile. I forgot to say that. Okay, YouTube. Stop being a little twat. Just, hey, oh my god. There's one tile, you drop it here. And then you have 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds to put the key and get to wall into corner.
Shit show, but I'll do it for a warm up.
So you put the key, corner back, go deep in it, then get out, and that fills the pool on the next area.
Hey, Skipper.
It's a proper chip 8,
yeah,
Poppy.
It is, maybe, but I'm like 10 seconds behind already. Hey, Falco. Hey, Big Boss. Thank you.
I sound so depressed about this run already.
Yeah. This is like this is like a mega awful. Oh my god. Like, I had a nap, Erak, and then I started streaming immediately after.
You want to do a flare, fake flare here, which is just when Lara is picking up. When Lara is picking up the animation, the item, you press flare key to get the glitched flare, and it doesn't actually count as a real flare. So you can use it for the next part where you climb up. You don't want to climb up by holding up. You want to climb up by holding crouch, and then flare cancel it. It saves like few frames. So it's a free time save. Why not? Hey, badass Poppy. And here, you want to aim that you'll land middle of this, basically. Close to middle of this tile. But otherwise the setup won't work. This is kinda close, but works.
So now you can focus fully on your speedrunning career, right?
So you do running jump, 2 side flips, and crouch turn, side step, and just hold roll to get out. And because the fuckery in this level split maps, you have to pull the you have to block. You have to block. You have to pull the block here after levers, not before, after.
I learned menuing today for RE2. I mean, where
for this boulder part, I see people holding right all the time. I mean, if you go here, you want to hold right, so you want to huck the boulder a lot and then tap left and she goes through. If this way is easier for me, because when you do sprint to turn to right, you automatically with this line will huck the boulder, so you can only hold right. You don't need the left at all, just hold right and easy. Go up to spawn the second guy. And I don't know how to explain this fight, it's just pretty self-explanatory, I think. And here I trying to spot where this scimitar is. So when this second guy is having the dying animation, I can pick this up right away. Like there's no downtime waiting. Like
That's fine. I hate this place where it is. Depends what the game is. Really?
I think it's. Now this level is pretty much easy as fuck. Just don't die. Oh yeah, crawl. Usually you wanna go like this or here, so you can get this one turn exit, which is faster than doing 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, Arak, I have a nice time saver, easy for you. It's in Kalia.
For this room, the second lever is always 2 tiles away from the wall, so it's kind of easy to spot.
I always forget to show it. It works for pretty much all the crawl.
Tell me if I'm going too fast or I miss something. This level is super boring.
Close to the edge where you have to drop down after crawl space. You're like 90 degrees angle. If you can even a little bit turn the right or left.
There's like not too much things about this level. Hey Pixelman.
Yeah, crawl. The drop is after you do full 45-degree angle turn.
For swimming, you want to stop. You want to stop holding swim, like right around here, because the momentum will make Lara go forward, right? And then you don't have the animation where Lara is like trying to reposition herself on the lever. It works in like for every Tomb Raider. And then there is this tile here. I'll look for when you can start going left.
That's really badly explained, Bowser. Hey DK. Yeah, I get that one. Varasin liput, nice. Mikä aika se oli? Joku 19. Jo. On 40.
Special making her. What's best for making her not stumble when pulling levers? Like underwater levers or normal levers? When you sprint onto them, right? So, normal, okay. I'm gonna show. You can sprint, but you have to let go inputs before you are against the wall. So you have to learn when the momentum can carry Lara to the end. So I sprint here, now I would let go of forward. And she won't stumble.
14 jo. On 40, okay.
It's like 1 or 2 steps before the wall. You stop holding it. Here, when the level ends, you just want to hold left, backflip twist. Swim to the end.
Okay.
The same goes with levers, KTC. Like it's just learning when to when the momentum, Lara's momentum can carry her onto the keyhole or lever without holding any inputs. For this part, this looks more optimal, right? Because it's like cutting corner, but you have to go above these pumps here. Otherwise, if you go here, she will surface. You wanna go here and follow this, yeah.
What?
Like you see here, I go on too much to the right side and she surfaces fast. That loses time.
What?
And here, this is I think the hard part people have. I try to aim it here, like this black thing, not even the corner, this one here. And when I'm like, here, like one tile forward, I start holding down left, because I know I'm hitting this corner. If you hit it correctly, it gives you this outcome right away. Now when you glitch up, you want to hold upright right away, like upright, and do a running jump. It's not precise as long as you land like between this, like this, and like let's say here, like there's plenty of room to land, and you have to land, hit the slope, then hold action. Otherwise, if you hold action right away, she just falls down and won't glitch up. But you have to touch the slope and then hold action. It is very simple when you know how to do it. This is just a setup for the curve jump, upright jump action, hold forward, walk, walk forward, again. I'm not gonna all the setups. I'm not gonna explain them because I don't have inputs in there. Like there's a lot of words and there's videos about them. Here I'm gonna try to land. I'm gonna land like here, or like here, close to this corner, because when I roll, she's supposed to have this kind of where she jumps and drops, that animation. That means usually when I grab and drop this, I'm not gonna die because I'm more on this side. If you're more on this one, you just die. But and then I can do a straight jump into step back, like that. Still a little optimization, but. So this one. And here you can do exit, fast exit. Go to the corner. So this one. Crouch on 45-degree angle and then tap guns. Normal, like most of the time, you get out. For some reason I got stuck here. Okay, yeah, that one. But it doesn't happen most of the time. So if you go here. And crawl spaces like where you have to drop down on the side. You wanna go like straight, like even if you crouch here, you wanna go here, turn, go straight, and just when you get on the tile where you're going to go down, turn a bit right, because then you can do one turn. Like you see me turn right here, I can do one turn, and then yeah, one full turn, and then I can just get the faster crawl space exit again. Hey Michaela, thank you. How you doing? Yeah, hey Michaela. I don't know, I've never got stuck on that. Here you just hit the walls to get the good sprint. You're running jumps here and there. It's a good warm-up run. And here Era calls this a record run because it's a warm-up run, I think it was here. Still learning how to play. Though to be honest, I haven't tried TLA. Okay. This whole level was meme. Like the whole early game was just next level of memes. So here you want to shoot Tony. Start shooting right away when you can, and jump when the fireballs are here, somewhere here. Do a running jump. And just jump on a platform and hope the fire doesn't bounce on you. It's rare that it bounces, but. And here, I pressed. When I crouch, I tap guns, so Lara moves forward. Like, she's there, and I can hold action for the instant pickup. Then you select Nevada and go over there. Hey Tony Marashka.
Noise. Who knows?
Normal cornerback. These PFCs are not like necessary. Like these are very like something. If you're very comfortable with it, then you can do it. Otherwise, they're not really needed. And for this cornerback, never do it, because if you do it and side flip into water, you're soft fuck yourself. This one is just sprinting and aiming the right spot. By the way, here, when you land the water, don't hold up key, because for some reason if you hold up key, she dives deep. And we don't want that. So just let go of all the directional keys and she doesn't go super deep. This one, it's just a cornerback. Swim cornerback, hold action up left swim. And you don't pounce off. It's like a commander and tutorial at the same time. I'm glad I'm not doing tier 1, honestly. It has way too much info. I would go too much into different info in that game. This setup is... I'm gonna save here. And this save is kind of a safety save. Right, the first usage is for alt wedge, because there's a slope behind this corner. We use it. So I save here. And this jump people struggle with. Take one step onto this sand texture and then jump. And it makes it a whole lot easier.
Oh my god, that is so nice when you get that one. Like instant like flare cancel.
And for this sprinting, you want to do full sprint bar in the dive and then do again the same thing. So you have the full sprint bar all the way. Like, or you can sprint all the way. There's no downtime really.
Maybe
I use... I'm gonna use this, like this line here, and this little triangle. If there's a little gap between Lara's hand and this little thing, you're good to go.
maybe this works, maybe not, I don't know.
And you climb up by holding crouch, because it's faster than normal climbing up.
Every time you crouch on a slope, use crouch.
Yeah, smart me. I'm not gonna even try to explain this strat, by the way. I have no idea about this. It's stupid. Kills most of your runs. Basically, you wanna push this block as far left as you can. Side flip left, hop back, crouch turn, 3 times forward, and then tap guns twice. I don't know, it's RNG, because sometimes you just get stuck here and void, or you get out, but not the right way.
No, like it's a theory, but
Yeah, soft look Steve there. Hey Jay.
Like at least the one where you can turn inside the ceiling, and you have to grab very far left to the block.
God, stop me.
That's the manipulation of it, even though it's afterwards.
You don't want to drop down there where I did, but unlucky. Okay, so here, with this strat, you wanna hope this guy gets on the tile where the doors are. And hope that the prisoner is not here, because if the prisoner is here, this guard will target him and won't go on the tile where the door is, and then you just spray on the RNG again. you get fast kill. Sometimes it doesn't work. This run doesn't have too much orange. It's like this level and Maputo basically.
Yeah, I mean the gold split was like I set it to 156. I removed the fake gold split from it. So now I have all the accurate splits. No fake splits.
Hop back here, hop back left. It's a bit faster than normal turning. Then running jump crab. For this next drop down, you don't have to be against the corner. Just be like kinda close to it. If you just side flip immediately, you don't get burned there. And this is what we call a zombie glitch, where we go through the fan and heal with the health crystal. Now the game thinks Lara is dead, and we can't open inventory or we can't save and load unless we finish the level or die. So then this next glitch can be a bit pain for new runners, because you have to climb up on the left, take 6 steps forward, big turn, and then you tap right. This is a big turn, by the way. You see this big turn? That's big turn. Now I have to tap left again to get small turn. It's very little turn, but you can see the difference. This is like a small turn, and now I know it. I'm in the right spot. When I tap left, if I get the big turn again, I tap right again. Do that back and forth unless you till you get the small turn. And then you crouch, go forward, crouch again, find the wall or ceiling. You have to hold up key all the time to turn and walk. For some reason, you hold walk and up key. And there is, fuck, the texture is kind of bad, but there's a little triangle here. It's like this, this, and this, and this corner has to cover this side of the, and it's the right. Then you just hold left through it.
What about splicing though?
This cornerback, the biggest garbage ever. Like, hate this one. Too bad. It's awful. So you wanna, there's even 720p, it's garbage. But there's like these dots and like little lines. Some line somewhere here. Use as a visual. And then I jump, hold forward, that she moves forward. Embeds. And then I do a little left turn into hold forward, so you get the wall slide into clip up. It's one of the trickiest ones in the game. And the big thing is just to maintain sprint, honestly, throughout the game. Hello? This guy was unlucky. Here. This line here means where you want to land, somewhere here, down here. That's why I jump and I try to land right on the edge, and then I can roll off, cancel the stumble. And after this key press, you want to sprint towards the guard to keep him away from that step. So the prisoner and guard can go infinite loop.
This run is unbelievable pace, by the way.
And then it just takes like a minute to kill each other. Happened twice, maybe.
Item 405.
It is very unlucky.
Level timer. It's close to gold. I think.
Normal run, you only have to use one small medkit on this level.
The first guard I killed with Dory was incredibly good RNG.
Because of the next drop down. For zombie glitch, I forgot to mention that it doesn't matter what health you are. are you really low or not? You don't have to heal before it. You die anyway. You just heal through the health crystal. So you wanna heal before this, use one small medkit. Fake grab and then drop. And when you land the slope, when I do backflip, if you're facing different direction, you do forward jump, obviously. You do backflip twist and roll about halfway through this tile. If you roll too far away here, you can either go forward, hit this wall and die, or roll, hit this one and can still die, depending on the momentum you have. It's better to roll early than late. You won't hit the platform. And the corner glitch we did after the fans skips the underwater current in this area, so we don't need to do anything about it. And this next wall glitch or whatever it's called, it's one of my favorite ones because it's so simple and silly how you can go through it. Because there is no underwater current, we skipped it with the ceiling embed we did after the fan skip when we did the zombie ladder. There's the trigger for the flip map. And because we did that skip, we don't need to use the blocks. There's no glass here. There's no, but like you can go around that. It's a little bit faster than the blocks. Pick up the large medkit and they will. And for this category, the meds are really like optimal. Like you have no leeway with meds if you don't pick up any extra. And go right side of this car, prisoner. He will always go left, so he will block you. For this corner bug, it's kind of weird one. Because you don't want to be right in the corner. You want to be away from it. Then crouch. And then walk once forward and it clips you up. It's, I don't know why, but it's a weird one. Okay, so here I killed this guy. And the item is here. Now the laser hits me. This is not good. I'm gonna take a risk and drop down here. I think I use one med here, like extra. Then I'm just praying the late game goes perfectly. Because Mapudu can be done with 2 small medkits. And that's what I'm hoping here. For safety anymore, I have to use. That was pretty okay. So this run is still pretty fucking good. Only gun you pick up in this run basically is Deagle. Like anything else is just useless. Because Deagle is just too OP on Japanese version we use. And for this crawl space, it's 7. You count 7. I call them steps. I don't know what they're at. And then you wait the laser up here on your screen, and then you press step guns and exit it. And this next one is 11. And then you tap guns, or you can draw guns here. You have to kill the guard. And we want to sprint dive on this tile. Like here is good. Here is too late. You want to do it like in the middle. And I do it too late, so you can see what happens. Massive ambulance from that curving. It looks silly, but it's one of those. I know they lose time. For this you hold action and forward. For some reason you gain momentum. You pass the slope. Can you copy paste that to my here you wanna throw a flare just when you hit the wall, and you can almost immediately pull the lever. She has recovered from the flare animation. Killed it. Softlock Steve number 2. Here, when you get here, crawl space, depending how your steps goes, but usually your step goes, you don't need to tap guns at all. You just crouch and you get out. You just hold flare key here. You get the... This one is a good example for extended sprint actually. Hey Nene. Yeah. So extended sprint is something I'll do all the time. Make my sprinting sequence a bit longer. If I start sprinting, you can you see it? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna change this one here. Why is this here? Can you see it better like this? Maybe. I sprint. I sprint like this amount, basically. Then I let go of sprint key for a little bit, like few steps, and then I start holding it again. So you see the sprint bar is not moving, but I'm still sprinting. And now I'm starting holding it again, and it goes. And you want to do here about half sprint bar into dive, and then a sprint dive again. Jump over. Here's later. You can't really see them even on PC, but there's later. You jump over them, and then you sprint past this corner tile. You can hit this wall to get like a tight turn with sprint, and this turret stops shooting you. I can't remember exactly, Srumi. And here is Softlock Steve number 3. So you don't want to heal here yet. You want to try to optimize your med and use large most optimally. This next glitch, I don't even know how to explain it, honestly. You hop back, you step 1 forward, and then you use this tile, like this line here, in Lara's middle part of her head. Lara's head has to be like here. And you can't, you don't want to face this one. You want to be a little bit to the right. And then when you jump, you hold up left. And just when she's landing, you hold roll, you press roll, and she gets the flicker. Then you hold up left. This one, I don't have visual. I don't know if Nena has visual. I just have a timing. I just hold certain amount of time. Then I hold action to drop down from the flicker, and then hold roll again. So she starts new one, and then she goes this way. And when you see this kind of screen, you can hold roll to get out of it, and you glitch up. It's so much faster than we used to do. Oh, same, okay. So yeah, I have used now large medkit, hoping that that's enough. Welcome back, Michaela. Sometimes, let me show. You can try to cut this corner. If you can cut this corner, I usually go for it, but my line was shit for it. If you can sprint cut this corner, it skips the enemies. This tower guy and the one on the left. It can save you health sometimes. So shoot that guy, pull the lever. button, whatever, switch. Get on the key.
That guy just never shoots me anyway.
This is yeah, it feels so good. This one Danza taught me. So the sprint sequence, you have to have you need to have a extended sprint pretty much for this part, but you hit this left side, not hit, but like, hold on, let me show. And you want to start on the left side. Is you can have comfortable turn, and then you hit the left side, this wall. Pretty sure I hit it. Yeah, hit the wall, curve right, and then you have barely space to turn left again. And then you sprint ends from somewhere here. And you don't want to jump here, you just want to roll off this edge here. Yeah, it's like, if you're not comfortable with sprinting, don't do this. Like, sprint here and then turn. Or do the sprint without this left turn. Yeah, laser destroys you if you mess this up. It's my favorite, one of my favorite sequences because it's hard to do. Hey, baby chill. This one is just a co-op setup. I don't know how to explain this one. Except the position here when you come off the ladder doesn't matter at all. I mean, it matters, like, you just have to be somewhere on the left. Like, this is fine. You hold roll, and now when she has stood fully, hold look, upright, and start doing running jumps. And the second one is swan dive, you flare cancel, hop back, forward, you do the steps. Now you buffer one step left, and when you, after that, you start holding left up, walk, get this kind of thing, and then you want to buffer again when you see Lara's right hand, basically, like here, like I do. I think it's too early a little bit because I think I did it 3 times. All that matters is Lara's left foot or leg has to be straightened. So I do buffer. I don't hold any inputs at this point. Only inventory buffering. No left or right or up. Yeah, 3 buffers. Now, when I see this animation, I know it's proper one, and I hold left up, and I can see Lara get up on the stair briefly. Like you can see, she gets up like this. Now, when you see this animation, you stop holding left, and you can just go forward. And remember, do not stop or stumble. Or jump.
Which level or area?
You can jump here. I think this is the earliest line you can jump, but you have to have good line. I usually do somewhere here.
I have no idea. Maybe RX Tech Mines.
And then you hold up an action to go through the door. It skips probably one of the most annoying skip in any.
There's not much to.
Yeah, you can jump on the second floor, but it's slower. You have to wait a bit longer. It's all about speed, Nenad. This jump is hard as fuck. Not hard, but like, it's annoying. So you see here, here's a tile, you can imagine it, right? You have to be a little bit here on the left side, not too much. A little bit, like this, and then aim this corner when you jump. It is It looks easy when everyone gets it, but it's a bit finicky. This is jump, no, not fail. You just flare cancel this. You don't need to go forward, just hop back immediately and then to jump. So when you do the running jump down, you don't want to land here. You kind of want to land somewhere here because when you hop back, you are high enough to do a standing jump up here right away. And this is probably the best example and easiest to show. Hey, great. How you can speed up your turns in games. Any game applies to any classic Tomb Raider. I hold jump and I jumped and I'm holding left now midair, but when she lands, I'm waiting the animation to happen. Right when the animation happens, like here, like this one, I can start holding up. You can, is it this one where she squats? Basically this one, you start holding up and left or right. You can turn, like look, I'm turning. Even I'm not supposed to be able to turn. So I'm turning a lot, as you can see. When I'm landing, I'm turning a lot. And I'm saving time, because right after when she gets up from the landing animation, I can just jump again. Normally you have to wait. It's timing based, but normally you have to wait. The landing animation stop, then you turn, and then you jump, but yeah. Here, you wanna, when you grab, you wanna press crouch, because it's the fastest way to climb up on the slopes. And then just hold left, you can't sprint dive off this, you have to do a jump, because there's a slope after this, and for some reason it fucks up the way Lara behaves, and she just falls straight down and dies. So you have to jump off onto the end trigger. Nice, Michaela. This one I have like, because there's this little steps which interrupts Lara's sprint. The first one is just sprinting straight. The first staircase you sprint, second one you jump. And then second one you sprint again here, and then you jump again. And then you do extended sprint into dive. Like that. And if you do this properly, you can get one jump where you hit the ceiling here. And if you hit the ceiling, you can do another running jump hugging the left side without stumble. If you miss the ceiling, that's the last running jump you can do here. Then you will stumble here.
Hey, rookie.
So now the save in Nevada comes in handy, because I don't need to do any save here. This is just somehow... I never got like a super good sequence for this part. Eric, the safest way is just if you don't know what to do really, just sprint half bar, sprint dive, and do it again. That's like the safest option, at least to me. Hey Dataplet, so here you do running jump again, hold right, throw guns for a quicker turn. So here again, I'm abusing the landing animation. Not this, I don't think I did it this time, did I? Normally when I land, I hold up left here to turn a little bit. No, I didn't. I landed so in the corner that I was scared. But this jump, you don't want to face directly this way. You have to do like a little curve, because when you jump here, you hit the ceiling and then go down, right? If you go straight, you hit the ceiling and this wall. You can't delay your grab. If you do a little curve, you hit the ceiling and you can delay your grab enough. Like I hit the ceiling here, and then after hitting the ceiling, I can hold grab to avoid the monkey bar completely. And for this, it's 7 steps forward and draw guns if the monkeys are not monkeys. Rats are not trolling me. Go in the corner. Oops. Wait this camera angle where you can see Lara's head through this little gap. Yeah, I'm still having nightmares from Tomb Raider 1. You crouch. You can save right when you start crouching. You don't need to wait Lara going fully crouch. You can save right after she crouches or starts crouching. So you save, and then you load the Nevada save we made. And we use this slope. You jump on it, slide backwards, save. Oh, not load. And now you want to hold walk upright to turn, and then when you are at this angle, you want to hold walk and tap upright really like precisely, because if you do it too fast, she pops out. So you have to like tap it very, very precisely, do not overturn. Then after you get this lighting animation, you can let go of walk and just hold upright and start doing a sprint. I honestly think when I'm gonna run this again, I'm not gonna do this sequence anymore. I'm gonna do it. I think it's better to have sprint, dive, in the sprint again, because with this one, when I do sprint dive, there's a downtime here. There's like one tile I don't do anything. It's slow. That would be faster. Yeah, the thing with sprinting is, where is it? You can get quick turns. If you're really bad with sprinting, you can just either run, like do running, just normal running past this corner and just start sprinting, or you can hit this wall like on a little angle. Right when you hit this wall, hold right. She turns really quickly. That's how you can get really tight turns with sprinting. Or you like to, what I do, just run straight this line and then start curving at some point. There's like 3 ways you can do that part. It's just how comfortable you are and good with sprinting. Like movement in this game is even like, it makes even a bigger difference than Tomb Raider 1 and 2. Look at this era complaining no single segment run. I can't remember this one, how many it has. 3 steps. Okay, this is what I mentioned earlier. If you do it too early, because like I have, it's my my preference. If you do it too early, you tap guns and get PFC. I don't do it in this one, but you can soft lock Lara. So I do it 4, I think. I'm safe. There's something. There's always something I do like kinda oversave sometimes, but then I do like everything else. You don't hold guns. Like when you crouch, you just tap it. You don't hold it. If you hold it, you draw guns. But if you just tap it like 1 or 2 frames, you don't draw guns. And when you tap it, you hold flare immediately. Then you get PFC. Hey, I can make that. Like here, I think I do PFC with guns. No, I don't do it. But it is. I exit all the crawl spaces with draw guns, and I barely never draw guns. Like I tap the draw guns key. This sprint is awful, by the way. You don't need it, but the PFC gets you up faster. If you get PFC after crouch, yeah, it's always faster because she gets up immediately and you can start moving. It's like flare cancel. You don't have the animation of climbing up. Or yeah, getting up. But it's like these are like very micro optimizations then again. This sprint is dumb because you can hit this corner here and you want to do this sprint dive early enough, because if you do one step later, honestly, if you do one step later, this running jump after dive takes like extra 2 or 3 steps to go through, and then the whole sequence is fucked. You can't do this jump here. And for this slope, you want to stay like 1 step away from this wall, basically, to be safe. And if you fail this jump and you drop down, climb up and hold crouch. Don't hold up, because when you crouch, climb up on the slope again, it's faster. Also here, the spikes don't hit you. Little optimization running off that, not doing the jump. Also, don't roll off this edge. For some reason, roll can interrupt, like it can break wall run jump here. It has happened, and it wasn't even stumble. So you want to sprint off the edge. It's 1 step backwards, forward, and then walk and jump. That's one dive. Yeah, let's go. There's nothing else really here, except I'm not doing the glitch where I don't lose air except at the end of the level or after the last lever. Yes, you can get air through the ceiling, and it's faster. I think I got 319 or 18 here. For this one, you wanna park it, like turn like that, and then this to get off it. They're a little bit faster. Not much. A little bit. Also, the crocodile can't hit you when you get on the UPV, so it's a good one.
Oh my god, what a driving.
Basically, for this part, if you don't use the air glitch, or the one you don't lose air, you just have to memorize how much air you can hold, like you need to have after each lever. And if you're over that, you don't need to take air through the ceiling. If you're low, you have to adjust. So here I'm taking a little bit air. I know this area is bad for it and slow. You wanna do it here. It's a bit fast. It's easier and faster. Manual turn is always better. I just do it for convenient. It's more convenient. It's like living quarters or 40 phantoms. It's just easier because the camera, you can't cancel the camera immediately. And if you do manual turn, you have to time how long you hold left, right, until you can swim, or you just get stuck on the wall. It's the rolling is just for making it easier. Okay. Because you can start turning before You're able to cancel the camera. So here, I do the glitch. I hold swim against the wall, then let go of swim, hold roll, not hold, just press roll and start holding swim again. You hear a different sound. It's like it turns off and
That was pretty clean.
you don't lose air anymore and you can fly with it.
I think
You can just finish the level. Easy.
Pretty good movement.
Usually you want to avoid rolling, but I even see Crit doing rolls in like living quarters and 40 Phantoms. I'm pretty sure it's only for convenient, like easier and safer for time. You don't, you kind of like avoid losing time.
Cut the corners. That was fucking amazing.
But if there's no water, you definitely want to avoid rolling as much as you can. For this level, you somehow have to have a flare. It's not 100%. Take quite bad person. But Eric lost like 4 runs maybe in a row because he didn't have a flare. So you want to sprint, have a flare, do this cornerback kind of fast. First 40 Phantoms lever I turn. Yeah. Now I'm just explaining Eric. You know the history of when some of these things were discovered? No, not really. Like, I started running this game first time I learned it was 2017. I was new to run, or new to the games, and there was back then really hard. Yeah, the loot skip was back then already, so I don't know when it happened. That would have to be like maybe April or something. So for this level, if you need to save, you save at the beginning of the level, not here anymore because it's too late. Sophia has spawned. Hey, Devil in Disguise. So you run on the corner, do the corner back fast. You do side flip into flare cancel because for some reason the flare cancel helps with the timing and has more consistent shockwave from Sophia. So you flare cancel, you don't roll off the edge, you just run off it and do a running jump right away. And then you hold grab, and land right next to this wall. Don't go here because the shockwave can push you past the wall. Just stay near the wall and easy peasy. Look at this, Eric is so happy. This level, max lol.
Yeah, I'm telling you that I think the flare is something.
Shoot the box.
What helps?
Let's just go down. Now the best levels. For this level, oh, I should probably explain Maputo coming up. So Maputo, we have a certain kayak paddle sequence. I think it's like 56 or something specific paddles you have to do. So there's a science behind it. You have to do London before South Pacific. That's why we do London. Nevada is just because of the deagle, but London has to be first before coastal South Pacific levels. And when this level starts, you just want to hold swim and you start swim. You start turning before you hit the wall because there's underwater current on the right side when the level starts, and if you go onto it, it can fuck up the Maputo one. So
start sprinting.
You want to have it. You want to stay away from it.
That's when the cornerback has to be fast. I think you are taking too long with the corner sometimes, but then
Flare cancel down here.
It just looks like it because it looks to be failing often.
This next sequence is very awkward. Like I do a little sprint into jump, and then sprint. And this guy is very bad. Okay, this one is better. This is the one tile. Like here is the edge. You want to land inside this tile, not earlier, because then you don't have momentum to go past this one. You want to land here, hold forward and action when you enter this quicksand, and it will push you up onto this, and then right when you get up, you hold jump and backflip twist. It's faster than normal roll.
I didn't want to say always.
Jump over the blade. Pick some mats because flips, and then save and load. No matter what time you do it, just do it fast to get rid of the traps. Smiley face. And here people jump off, but it's actually faster to just slide off the slope. This is one of those just miniature sprint that's decently, at least. It's the fastest way of moving. This is probably a dumbest strat, like you do. Normally you can just get the embed here, hold action, and then roll when you land. You start the flicker, but it's slow, and you can either get fast flicker or slow flicker. I'm not exactly sure why it can happen or when. How I do it is I flare cancel it. Try to be like up close to 90 degrees, depending on my embed. This is not deep embed, so it's not like I don't need to be exactly 90 degrees. It can be like, let's say 85. The deeper your embed, the more precise the angle is and the worse it is. So you kind of want to try to get weak embed here. And when you think it's a good angle, you start holding forward. Just in case, hold action as well. Because if you hold forward and the angle is bad, you will get on top of this wall and start flickering and can pop out. So you hold this action to drop down. Try to adjust. So you wall slide to at the end of the block. You turn, I want to say like 30 degrees, 40 degrees, because it makes it easier. Like this, and then you hold right again. And certain angle, you just tap forward to glitch up, and then now you hold a roll to get out of this state and flare cancel it. Yeah. This jump is stupid. So you want to kind of jump on the middle of the tile, not earlier because you hit the ceiling, but middle of the tile, and I jump a little past it, so I have to curve to the right, not hit this one, because this is visually here, it's the hitbox, but actually somewhere here. It's really dumb. And for this, you want to get the corner boost, jump past, like I use this actually visual, like jump straight, and then at some point, it's like a muscle memory, you start holding left, you curve, you land on the corner, and you can roll off. There's no stumbles. Yeah, this level is easy. Just don't die. Like the whole run, I mean, what? This is normal platforming. There's not much happening.
Oh, almost landed on this.
For this, you can do a setup or setupless, the flying cornerback. I tend to do the setup. So I jump on this one, and then I try to aim this corner, like grab here. So you don't need to, you can just grab and drop. You don't need to like shimmy to the left. And then sidestep, crouch turn into running jump. And you have to hold, you have to stop on the edge of this. like this, and then roll, action, and roll. You can do it with continuous sprint and then roll off the edge, but for some reason it doesn't work always. It's like very precise timing. And this is the worst level, maybe, and the worst example of habits, because in Tomb Raider 1, 2, I think 4 even, you go further the later you grab. And this is one of those. In this game, late grab does nothing to you. So I see people, and including me, I late grab here. Like, it's unnecessary as fuck. Just grab immediately and you travel the same distance. I just don't trust it for some reason. You wanna land here, close this corner, so you can do a standing jump in the running jump twist. After this is all setting up, by the way, this next sequence. You hold up, down left. You land, like there's like a triangle texture here. You land on it. And depending on where you land, it decides, like, it matters a lot. You have to like adjust if you land too much here. You have to delay your jump. So I land in the right spot. I do standing jump into running jump, and just at the end of the jump I curve right to make the M-Man jump a bit more consistent. And I don't need to grab there. This one is simple, just walk and jump and aim the corner here. You just don't die. You gave up here. It is a painful level.
That one. And sorry, I'm trying to focus a bit more now, because I'm actually having an insane run now.
So it's important here, when you drop down here, down the slope, that you hold action or press action to drop down near the wall. Was it Eric who had the issue? He was sliding off, like, and there's water current which fuck ups the sequence. It's just somehow, yeah, it just somehow fucks up the value for the current, and just kayak doesn't work. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was you losing like many runs, and it looks so dumb because it looked like the current started maybe here, not here. I don't get it. But this one is sequence. It's 3 forward, 5 left, 4 right, and then 3 left again. 1, 3, and then the 2 forward, 1 left, 1 up, and 4 left. Oh, right. And 2 up again, and then 5 right, and then 4 up, and then 5 right, and then 2 left and 1 right. I'm not gonna activate it now. And then you wait to stop, and then you hold left again twice to turn. Get out. You really need to wait the kayak to stop, because otherwise if you start turning too early, you're parking so close to on the edge that you can just overshoot it and just bye run. This is probably one of the scariest jumps. You have to like go here, like close to this corner, and curve a bit to the right, and not heal like this. Not hit the ceiling. You can do running jumps continuously. Not really recommended strat to do. Also here, if you let go of the zip line at the right time and hold forward, like if I did a bit, I think later, let's see, no, a bit earlier, she would have just barely enough momentum to drop down, and she drops down like somewhere here. And that means I can do continuous running jump without hopping back. It's a bit faster.
One, so I didn't want to go for a fast one.
And climb up 1. Jumped away.
Because I think I dropped way too far away, and that.
It's here. I look at this tile like halfway through here. You wanna crab. If you crab one lower, you will have a stumble. But this one is safe. You don't have a stumble.
It's just a bad idea in general.
This is upright swan dive. Obviously, you're not supposed to do this sequence backwards, but we can do it. This one, remember you jump from left side. If you do it to right, you will hit the ceiling and then down. You will fall down and die. And for this next quick entry, I don't even exactly know the right inputs. I just hold like down key for a bit that I'm like close to surfacing here. And then I tap like up down a bit. And then hold left all the time though. And when I hit the kayak, I hold down again. It's, I don't know exact inputs for it. It just works. Ask. It's just 2 up, 1 left, and then up all the time. Even though I'm fixing this a bit with the right inputs there. So now I can hold left, because reversing with kayak is the fastest way to go. You just try to dodge the spikes. And I know I'm half health, so I can use small medkit there. And another small, and just pray that I get through this, because I used 1 extra in high security compound, so I'm now like, there's no meds to use.
We'll see how bad.
And for some reason, I have the worst luck with this crocodile. But when you climb up here, you have to be fast that these guys don't hit you. But you also don't want to be too fast that this guy is hitting you while you're climbing up, because when you climb up, when it's attacking you, it can push you backwards, and you still have the climbing animation, but you drop back down into water. Or sometimes you're really lucky, you get pushed, like you climb up here, middle of the fucking tile. Like, yeah.
Oh, that was close.
So lucky. I lost like 3 runs in a row for that, so. Okay.
Then
I forgot that. Forgot these are good memes.
Parted, bitch, go away. Almost dropped me.
Forgot these are good memes in this level. Fucked up the sequence completely. So this one, only way to do this next room fast is take 1, 2, 3, 4, and then tap guns. If you do 5, you don't have time for the button, so you want to do 4, tap guns, into standing jump and running jump off this corner, then sprint to this. And this is the newest strat I added. Normally you wanna, after button, you just wanna turn left or right and tap up once, so you move one of these tiles, so you're between the plates. But you have so much downtime here that you can do it 3 times.
Hey Sipster, thanks to 5-month resub, thank you.
Like this, and you get between those. Saves a little bit time. And then you slide here a bit, and then hit jump. You don't get stumble. You hit the ceiling.
Okay, don't crab,
Don't grab, yeah. Don't grab. You just want to sprint, flare cancel here. Hop back. Do a running jump. It's faster than landing on the slope.
Hey, Spectre.
This next one.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Deluxe.
There's a like these double. There's two little black dots. Use this as a visual. Jump, and then I just backflip, side flip, and shoot 5 times. I think I shoot 7 times total because I know 2 of them won't hit, but yeah, kills the guy.
That mistake lost me quite a lot of time.
4 seconds. End of the world. The feelings. This level is pretty much just. Actually, there's optimization. So we can save and load to reset the health bar or the freezing bar. Normally you would need to do it 4 times. But you can do it 3 times if you use your health bar to like you use 90% of it. So that, and then you save load, and you only need to do the save load 3 times. Hey, Akinraider. Yeah, I think sub 1 hour could be possible after after that. You don't want to lose too much health because there's 2 guys at the end who can shoot you, so you want to leave that 10% health. This next cornerback can be a big pain. It is not like a normal one. So you get like you want to get wide angle. You don't want to have the deep end, but you want to have wide angle to get out faster. So you swim down. Now you hold down key to get in the corner. And right after she gets up in the wall, you switch up action. If you do it too fast, she just rolls in the water and just loses you the run. So wait when she shows up in the wall, immediately switch action up. So you get stuck in the ceiling. You don't drop, like you stay there like a second. And when that happens, you start holding a roll and left up. I think it. Yeah, I think it's left up. I think. Good runner. This run was very loud at the beginning. Not super loud anymore. Almost. And when this level starts, you want to hold right and a flare key. Because it's important. You don't need to wait this climb up. You do, I think 3, 1, 2, 3. Angle yourself a bit to the left. You tap guns. But this is important. You don't want to hold them. If you draw guns, you lose a lot of time here. So you want to tap guns to get fast out of the crawl space. And right after it, hold flare to throw it away. And if you're angled properly, the flare bounces off the wall on the right tile and saves time. Alright, Michaela, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good shift. You go into that corner to open the door because the flare is on the right tile. And for this one, you wanna be either on the left or right side. I'm on the right side, obviously, because sequence. And then you start turning. Okay.
Okay, good.
I get
Almost
the
botched
fast
it.
exit.
Fast drop down here.
This one is a bit sketchy. If you hit any walls here, this next room can be paid. You want to be sure that you don't hit any walls and you get the running jump here. And this is where I get tilted as fuck.
fucking sick, mate. Yeah, it is pretty nice. I jumped a bit too early. This gold is hard to run against. So.
And I'm going for, I think I go for the risky break, which is like you go to almost maximum speed.
Oh, we are going for risky.
Yeah.
Risky
You go in.
card again.
So there's a camera change after you reach the certain point here, and I kind of know where it starts, and I start braking just when it happens, because when you start pressing the brake, it doesn't activate the brake immediately. There's a delay between it, so. And then I hold it up to this point basically and just pray that it's fine. The safest way to do this is hold brake now all the way up to this little uphill here, because you can go like turtle speed here and then barely go up past this uphill. Then you can just do nothing and chill, and you will make it through the gap or over the gap.
Oh, nice.
I'm just going for the
It looks
faster
so
one, saving a few seconds. It is scary to do. This one doing nothing. Scroll. This jump you have to land like kinda like left side of this tile, right side of this tile. This first jump is just standing still and holding down key, down an action, and then normal jump, and then one left buffer, and then look in buffer to the right. It skips the. We used to do a swan dive there, by the way, like
immediately when you
2 years ago.
Platform,
We used to
down.
jump all the way down the pit,
Good thing.
and you can climb up one, like here where this line. You take 7 steps, 1, 2, 3, 7, and then you tap guns, and it guarantees that you will never get poisoned by this guy. If you do 8, you will get most of the time poisoned, but 7 and tap guns, you don't get. We're just barely fast enough to get past it. That was the secret, because I was so confused how Danza got it every time. I didn't understand. I didn't know that little mechanic back then. This one is
this up so I can do the
fast cycle strat.
Or otherwise, I'll lose so much time. Hey, thank you.
Right after these side flips, you want to do them fast, and you want to cut this corner because there is a saw or like a whatever it's called behind the corner. But if you do this properly, the cycle is saw is just going up when you go past this corner, so you don't hit it. Sprint past it like that, and you want to land on a good distance of this wall.
Actually too late, but I'll go for it anyway.
The best position is where you only have to do one full shimmy to land here. I do it like a little extra. You can get past this cycle. Normally you have to wait that cycle as well, so yeah. It's a bit I think 3 seconds slower at least. All matters at this point. Like, I think this category is kinda low. I know I lost like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, a good 15 seconds in a whole run, but there used to be a strat. I'm gonna show it. I'm not gonna like. We used to do embed into this corner from this side, wall slide here, and then flicker past this wall. And you can lose easy 20 seconds if you got the bad luck and slow flicker. But now the new GG glitch was found, and it makes it a whole lot easier. You get always the fast flicker. And it saves also time, so it was a bit stupid strat. And when she starts flickering going forward, you can hold roll to speed it up. And then action, you get out. I don't remember this sequence, was it monkey or not? It was. I sidestepped here. I tried to go for sneaky running jump there. You can do it, it's precise, and it's cost me like 2 sidesteps.
Fucking hell. I'm losing time on this level. Yeah.
It's kind of funny to hear myself complaining about the run. It kind of sounds silly, but I kind of understand it. I will still do it, always. Hey Pouchy. So because the flare routing is so tight, and I'm using one extra in South Pacific, where we do the wall slide at the end of the level, I don't have flare for here to use as a light source, so I just have to hope that I get in the ladder on the proper position. It's just on the middle, more to the left. Kind of bad. The best one is if you are like here. Hey Pouchy, on TV.
Kinda shame.
Are you?
What happened to this?
Oh my god, that tilted me. Even just seeing that stop, like lose my mic probably like a half second. Still, I'm such a fucking perfectionist when it comes to speedrun. It's really stupid. But I think also in a good way as well sometimes, because I'm not satisfied with shit run. Alright, Pouchy. Here again, try to get the fast exit. I didn't get it. Had to go for it 2 turns. Sucky. Because the new strats, well, the Japanese route, you only need 20 bullets for Willard. We skip 1 cycle. We already have 27, I think, at this point, maybe. So there's 1 pickup in this corner we used to take, and then there's guy outside running and opening the door. And now, because we skipped the pickup, we have to press the key here, or the button. It's slightly faster than picking up the item and waiting the guy to open the door. It's slightly faster, not much. Hey Tomp Explorer, thanks to raid. This one, this pickup is toxic. If you jump like this and hold action, Lara will keep her momentum and swim inside of a wall and void. So you want to do like swim and hold action a little bit, that Lara like kinda gets close to the item, but hold right or left depending on where you land, and curve a bit, then kill the momentum, like the forward momentum, like that, because she still had it a little bit. Hey Stunfire, hey Tomp Explorer, hope you had a good stream. I had a really good luck here. These guys do so much damage, but they didn't hit me at all. And this cornerback, this is trippy cornerback. It looks like, because when you do normal cornerbacks and you clip up somewhere, or like a flickers, you have to turn, right? like almost 180 degrees to press up, to clip up. But on this one, you only need to turn like max 90 degrees. Like you can see, that's maybe 45 degrees. Yep, almost 90. And then you press up. Because if you do 180 degrees, you go this way, you face this way. And you can get stuck on a flicker. And this flicker here, I used to do it because everyone used to do the visual where the camera, oh hold on, where's the camera? So this is normal camera where it's really close to Lara, and you would tap left, 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 left until you see this camera going backwards, and then you would still tap left, left. It goes back to close Lara, and that's when you would roll. But that's actually bad because it can fail. So what I did here, I went over that camera change and tapped right. No. Yeah, I tapped right to turn the camera a little bit so it's further away, and then the flicker works every single time. Is that too complicated to explain? Probably. And there's a little line you can see here going downwards, right? You want to pick flare here. You can pick flare anywhere really, but it's just annoying to your eyes because it's so flashy. And you can see when,
if I lose more than 5 seconds, I'll go for YOLO Tinos.
when you see Lara move a little bit down, you hold action. Wait, you can see now she flips up a little bit down, and then you hold action. You can drop, jump west, into running. Yeah, I'll probably do it. That was close. You can hear how annoyed I was about this run. Because I was like, if I lose more than 5 seconds, I'll go for Tino YOLOs. YOLO Tinos.
But it's still...
Imagine saying that for throwing 55 minutes of your run. Or like almost 56 minutes of your run. Because you lost 5 seconds. Fucking hell, I'm dumb. This is the easiest minecart. You just hold right, crouch.
We'll see.
Alright. Hope you have a good day. Thank you. Hold crouch. My favorite train.
I need the YOLO Tinos if I'm on less than minus 10 for 1 hour 30 seconds. 1 hour 30. Hey, Rape Cats, thank you. Especially because my early game
At this point of the run, you should have either one large, one small, or 2 smalls. Usually it's 2 large and one large and one small. You wave and teleport. Fuck. Have fun. But yeah, if you have 1 large and 1 small, you can do this last part with the 1 save and load only. And the way I like to do is, I don't remember my health bar ever. So I swim, try to look my health, and use as much as I can before saving. Because when I load, I can use 1 large medkit. And I don't know, it just makes it easier to track down the health. And here I hope to get the crystal. I had 2 large in this run. For this jump, I like to do it. There's some weird hitbox things, like Lara can turn and not even make it here. So I do a running jump and crab, like just tap crab. You land right next to the wall. Makes the jump so much more consistent. I didn't lose 5 seconds, I'm safe. I lost only 3. That would have been easy gold, by the way. This one, I don't know what happens, because sometimes you see when you turn and you press roll, she gets stuck on a weird like a loop thing where she doesn't flicker like properly, and you just have to drop down. I'm always scared of that. Hey Malarel. Thank you. For this jump, you want to jump just like a little bit over this edge. Grab. Go straight line, because otherwise you won't make it. But it's a little bit faster than sliding down. Extended sprint. Using it again. Oh yeah, good.
What was that roll?
It was kind of good recovery though.
Fat fingers, by the way.
So this setup is you have to do this last one because like last, then it's you have a fixed position. You hop back, grab this side flip, use one jump still, and then just one dive forward, and crouch turn once, and jump. You jump through the corner and you keep the end open. Like you can skip the level completely.
Yeah, that was time loss.
For this one, I like to do full sprint bar here, this on the bridge, because there's too many steps here. That even if I do half of the sprint bar, I can't sprint up these doors, stairs, and jumping is just slower anyway. Sprint as far as you can, do the dive, and in the running jumps. Sprint. The good thing about this game is it's kind of consistent game. I can improve this game. Now the best strat. You skip really one cycle. You take one step backwards right away. Shoot 4 times and do 2 backflips. How do you get the fire there? Which part? At the end of the level? Like here? Because I jumped through the corner earlier. I take it this isn't actually killing you. Like what kills you is the tile here, like the door. Because you can jump when you're doing glitchless runs, for example. You can jump through this beam and you don't burn, I think. So the beam that itself doesn't kill. It's the tile which is a death trigger. Because we jumped over through the corner. There's no tile here blocking the way. I think that's the explanation. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I think. Always thought about it. So it's one step backwards, 2 backflips, and shoot 4 times. Then you wait. You wait the attack animation. Backflip when it starts. Don't shoot immediately. Shoot like midair. And then do backflips on the pickup. You sprint. You go dive somewhere here. Cut the corner. You have to do the dive like kind of early. Like I almost did it too late, because if you do it too late, it takes too much time to sprint here, and then the guy wakes up and kills you. So you have to do this properly. You die. Can't remember if this is close call anyway. Like, now you shoot 5 times, and the last shot is almost when he shoots you. You can hear the sound of him to shoot, like shooting. Doesn't go through. If you in glitch run, if you see the projectile that is shot, just save and load, and it gets rid of it. If you have to do save and load while you're grabbing artifact, it can fuck up the ability and might need to do an extra cycle. But this fight is pretty boring on Japanese, honestly. Like, it's over. And for this, you wanna draw a flare just to save a little time because you have extra flares here. Like, I think it's four flares. You wanna do here draw gun, like tap guns and flare cancel to get up faster. A little optimization. You can't do PFC because you have to get on the monkey bar. You have to have a full stop before the PFC goes away. And hug the left side because this triangle platform here, you can drop earlier than turn. It is kind of sketchy jump, but you just have to trust yourself and not overthink it.
I stumbled here in my PB and hit the corner.
I think I wasted a flare here. That was my last flare, I think. So I can't do the PFC from this corner. So this cornerback right here is super precise. So that's why we use the setup. If you can do it YOLO, right? Precise position. There's flamethrower guys behind you, so you have to be fast. And also, if you fuck it up and go over this tile, it triggers the helicopter and not the helicopter, the door. The door is closed at the end, and you have to wait like 20-30 seconds to chopper to come down. So basically, run rip after that.
Oh, I used my last flare. Oh my god.
I still gold this one, even though I'm tilted as fuck. That's
Fine.
Easy run.
Well, that was pretty good. That is nice from some of best. Maybe I'm happy with this one now.
Yeah.
Until
Hope you liked it. Hope I addressed everything needed.
There's some meanly moments though.
Thanks, Eric. I just got the exact time what I did a few weeks ago. No, sub 1 hour is not possible yet.
Could I go for more?
No problem, KTC. I hope it helped. At least with some aspect of the levels. Okay. I'm gonna do Tomorrow 2 now.